Hey there, everyone, and happy Wednesday. It's Will DuPree.
And I'm Amanda Dugan. This is KXAN Live News Notes. We're going to catch you up on the big stories of the day in less than 5 minutes.
And we're back together today, Mandy, and once again, it's going to be a very hot one out there.
It was hot yesterday,
Oh.
and today's going to be even hotter. They're saying in the shade it'll be 100. It'll feel like 102 degrees.
Wow.
So giddy up, Boston. My goodness.
Our first warning weather team is saying that now this is the third warmest year to date so far, which is not a good track record for us at the moment.
I like how it says Toasty 2020. Good theme, right? Good theme.
We're also hearing from Austin Public Health today. It's now going to be holding these weekly briefings with reporters to try to answer some questions about the ongoing response with COVID-19. And today they made quite a bit of headlines because first, they're going to establish some sort of task force to reach out to the Hispanic community here in the Austin area because they're seeing so many positive cases within that population.
Exactly, disproportionate numbers. And we heard, as you mentioned, them talk about this task force they want to put together to really help get the word out there to the Latin community about, taking necessary precautions, wearing a mask, the importance of this. And they're saying that they're actually still developing this task force. They're still trying to refine it and get, this group together and then send them out into the Latino community to help spread the word. And then they mentioned, different ways they would do this, whether it was virtual classes, maybe some sort of in-person class, obviously with proper social distancing, hotlines, that kind of thing. So at this time, there's no date set on when that task force will be out in the community.
The interim health authority for Austin Travis County was also asked about large-scale events happening in our community, and it was not a good prediction for what we could see the rest of the year.
It isn't. They're saying there could potentially be no sizable events until December, Will. So really, I think what comes to mind for people here is Texas football.
Right.
We're knocking on the door of that, and Austin City Limits Music Festival. That doesn't happen usually till October, so we will see. We will see.
Something to keep tracking. We have more numbers to share from Austin Public Health. They revealed yesterday that there are dozens of COVID-19 clusters under investigation. And you may wonder what a cluster is. How that's defined is that it's 3 or more cases at one particular location.
There are about 19 clusters that are tied to the construction industry, 1 in manufacturing, 6 associated with retail, 2 in financial services, and 8 in business and health services. For now, though, the city is not naming locations or businesses.
We also got an update from the University of Texas here in Austin, and it's confirming some positive cases of COVID-19 with employees on the campus.
Yeah, they say 11 custodial workers tested positive for COVID-19. So at this point, UT says they are all now in self-isolation, and so are people that they've had close contact with too.
Overall, 27 employees and about 100 students have now tested positive at UT Austin since the whole pandemic began.
Yeah, the university also told us it's considering furloughs and layoffs due to the pandemic. In a letter to UT faculty, President Greg Fembez says the cuts will likely affect programs that see revenue drops, and a spokesperson says that this should not affect academics.
We also have a reopening to talk about today. It's a very famous location here in Austin.
Have you ever been?
I have not been.
No, we're talking about the Broken Spoke. This is such a famous place to go two-step. Hey, they said they're reopening on Friday. Voted the best honky-tonk. There you go. So the owner, he made that announcement on Facebook. Now the dance hall and the restaurant that's over on South Lamar, that famous spot, they wanted to reopen actually early this month along with other restaurants, but there was a little tie-up with that, Will.
Yeah, because most of the business's revenue comes from alcohol sales. The owner said he had to wait until the governor allowed bars to reopen, and we know that they'll be able to do so on Friday at 25% capacity as more of the economy opens here in Texas.
I think there will be many Texans ready to get back into the Broken Spoke and sit back and relax, maybe enjoy some good music.
We'll have to see what happens. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. I'm Will DuPree.
And I'm Amanda Dugan. This was your KXAN Live News Notes.